Wedged between the rushing harbour, comfortable regional city and the beautiful sands of Nobby's Beach, surrounded by lush grass and baking in sun, lies the remnants of Newcastle's frog pond. Drained and left to the council to decide what to do with. During New South Wales' statewide lockdown, with skate parks closed and outdoor exercise restricted to 1 hour, the pond has been reborn and is teeming with life once again. Tadpoles were replaced by younglings on bikes and scooters, the frogs by skateboarders, and the lounging lizards by watchful and relaxing parents. But without any respite from the elements, and no public infrastructure to anchor a day out from, the site is somewhat lacking in creating a sense of connection between the different users. Sure, this ecosystem is civil, welcoming, and authentic. However, SHRK architects, an up-and-coming team of extremely talented designers, know that this community needs something more permanent, somewhere to find solace from the elements to improve and extend the time in which they can enjoy their now precious frog pond. The design selected was Safia's lily pad envelope. This concept was inspired by the association of lily pads with the original function of the site as a frog pond. Just as lily pads do, the design is a set of rings which create a resting platform on the pond's surface. With that concept in mind, further design development was put into the following areas. Initially, the rings were interlocking. The shape of the pads formed a combination of crescent and complete circles. This idea was played with further, however eventually concluded in the support for the structures being brought from the ground rather than the adjoining lily pads. For the final design, just two sizes were determined. The largest lily pad is 3000mm in diameter and 700mm high. The smaller is 1500mm in diameter and 450mm high. For the arrangement, we considered the movements of the users of the space. From our observations, the way in which the site is currently used can be split into three separate zones. The arrangement of the rings was determined by the way in which people use these zones. The nets within the ring, inspired by the undersurface of lily pads, added an element of play for the younger users of the space. Initially, we had varied elasticity to allow for jumping motions. However, this has been simplified into just netting due to safety and height of the shelters placed above. SHRK elected to build with the concrete and bamboo. Bamboo was chosen for its strength, flexibility, and its lightweight. The softness of the texture is also a contrast to the cement of the frog pond. Bamboo is naturally malleable and flexible, allowing for the woven exoskeleton to take an organic shape. A relationship was required to further the association between the shelter more strongly to the lily pads. For this, the same scale and proportion of the lily pads in plan was used to create a curve in the frame in elevation. The patterning and engagement with the structure of the roof reciprocated that of the stem joining with the lily pad to continue the motif and provide a cool, shady spot.